Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition love and general reading. This is for the element of air. So if you are Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, and that's your sun, moon, and rising sign, these messages are for you from January 31st through February 2nd, 2020. So let's go ahead and get started here. We have the Death card, the Wheel, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Hanged Man. Central issue, we have the Hermit, Nine of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so also you guys, if you want to book your personal or private reading, payments are collected on Fridays, which is tomorrow. So make sure to email me if you do not have this year's price list. If you already have it, you can go ahead and place your order. If you're wanting to reach me by phone, that's a different process. I normally post a notification of when I'm taking calls. So make sure you're subscribed so that you can get those notifications. So with the central issue here as the Hermit, you guys look like you have been in hermit mode. There's been some sort of soul searching or inner research that you've been doing. It looks like you've been spending a lot of time alone, but it also looks like you are content or you're happy with the things that have been illuminating you. Like I feel that you are being inspired, and I also feel that I'm also getting energy of someone who may be at a distance watching. It just kind of looks like someone is at a distance and they're watching you and they're pleased with the things that they're seeing, or something that they're seeing that it kind of makes them smile. Now, this can also be your energy. You might be someone that's at a distance watching someone. It doesn't matter if it's romantic or if you're, maybe you're just looking at the things that your child is doing in admiration. Maybe you have a sense of pride for your child. But nevertheless, I feel that you have definitely been doing a lot of inner work. And also, you may have been studying astrology, or just studying in general, especially if you're in school or if you just started some sort of new position and you've just been researching about the company. Now, we do have, something that may be coming to an end over the weekend. Off the bat, it looks like if you have been in hermit mode, or if you've been isolated, or just maybe single for a long time, that it's time for that to come to an end. Maybe it's time to start connecting with someone or being more social or just getting out the house, period. So off the bat, it did kind of look like if you're single, this could be like your final weekend being single. If you're in a relationship, maybe after doing some close examination, you decide that something is a dead end. Or something needs to change for good in a relationship, if you're going to stay in it, or if things are going to progress, or maybe just you and the person as a couple. Maybe you're relocating. Maybe your lives are changing in a major way. So either way, it looks like there's going to be some sort of transformation. And then it's going to bring about some sort of change or some sort of new beginning. Maybe it's about focusing on you. Maybe it's not that someone is coming into your life, but just you having a new outlook on yourself. This definitely looks like some sort of self-love, self-care. It looks like something is being replenished. Like something looks like it was dead here, but now with this cup, looks like it's being replenished. Something could have been dry. It could have been a stalemate. but I'm just seeing like new life manifesting or being born. I feel like maybe you also needed to change something within yourself. Maybe after doing some sort of research, you definitely are starting to see things from a different perspective. It looks like I'm getting distant, like someone is looking at the views. It could be literal, like you're going hiking over the weekend and you're looking at the views. Or if you're staying, you live in a condo, and you're looking outside and just kind of observing from above. Maybe you're looking at life. Maybe you're thinking like, I need to change my life. Something's got to change. So it looks like maybe there could be some sort of willingness to sacrifice. There's something that you're willing to give up over the weekend so that you can have a renewal of life, or so that there can be movement. So I don't know what it is that you're letting go of. It could be, like I said, a belief, something that you believed in, some sort of ideas you could have been holding on to. It could be any type of habit that you maybe have been trying to break. Maybe you're like, okay, I'm going to give up smoking, or I'm going to give this up out of my diet, or I'm going to make any type of sacrifice in order to bring about change. Maybe someone in a relationship needs to make some sort of sacrifice. And then there also seems to be some sort of anticipation. If this is a situation where we're talking about love or romance, I feel that someone is going to put their heart out there. Someone's just going to put it out there. They're like, you know what? I can't hold on to these feelings. I'm just going to put it out there and see what happens from there. So either you are going to decide that you want to express how you feel about somebody, or somebody is doing that to you, and then they're pulling back to see what response they get. And I don't know why someone is thinking about something too. Like, I don't feel like there's going to be an immediate response either. So if you're the one that decides to put your heart out there for whatever reason, I just feel like someone's going to look and think about what you said, and they're thinking about how they want to respond. They know there's some sort of risk. If this is a love situation, something is at risk. I'm not sure what, but I feel like maybe it's a long distance relationship. And in order for something to work, two people, it's like, maybe I have to relocate, or, what that means I have to give something up if I move forward in this relationship. Maybe you've grown used to being alone, and you're like, that means that it's going to be time for me to share my life with someone. So I'm giving up my freedom. I don't want to say freedom, because you don't have to lose yourself just because you fall in love, but you've gotten used to being on your own, and maybe you have certain patterns and ways, like maybe you like sleeping with the TV on. Getting into a relationship or someone moving into the home, maybe they don't like that. They're like, no, I need it quiet and dark at night to go to sleep. Maybe, it's just about making some sort of adjustments in your life, if that is the case. I also feel, it's just like whatever is being offered to you, it's like you may need time to think about it. So even if you lost one job and you interviewed, you didn't hear anything from them, and then they're calling back to offer you the position, it's like either you are thinking about it, or you don't get an immediate response after an interview because they're thinking about it. Now, I also see something in regards to daydreaming or fantasizing. So someone may be daydreaming about you, or you them. For some of you, there could be an earth sign involved. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone does like their alone time. Also could be, I'm sorry, Scorpio. Those are the main energies I see off the bat. But I also feel like someone likes their alone time. Now also looks like someone's been trying to find you, but maybe they can't. I don't know if your phone number is dead. I mean, well, like if you change your phone number, maybe someone's been looking for you, trying to do Google searches. Maybe they're looking to see if you have social media, or it could be that you deactivated your social media and that was the last time that you were able to contact this person, or that's the only way they know how to reach you. Or vice versa. Maybe you're looking for someone, but their social media is gone or deactivated. Let me look at death. I feel like you need to brace yourself for some sort of changes. Something is meant to be, and you can't stop the inevitable from happening. Something is fated. For some of you, it was meant for you to leave your job or quit your job. There's going to be a change in your routine, something that you're used to doing, like your everyday life. I feel like there's going to be a change in your routine. You also might be channeling some sort of energy into your work, like you're being transformed through your work. And I also see a change of plans. Like whatever you could have been working on, maybe you've been working on something for a long time, but whatever you were working on, whatever path that you were on, it like, I feel like destiny kind of put you on a different track or a different path. So I feel like destiny is stepping in and guiding you in a different direction. You could have been headed towards a direction where there was a dead end. You thought you were on track, or you were just doing what you felt like you should be doing. You're like, this is the direction that I'm going in. But whatever direction you were, I feel like you had got comfortable or set in your ways. And then the universe just kind of intervenes and takes something away from you, or makes it so that you can't continue on that path that you were on. Now, also, if you were dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, something could have changed with the water sign. Maybe you decided to move on from the water sign. Now, I also see someone was planning on showing their feelings, but the way they were going to show their feelings has changed. I feel like they're still going to show their feelings because we have the Ace of Cups out. It's just that, or whoever was going to show their feelings, now they're changing it up. They're like, okay, I was going to send a poem, but I'm not going to send a poem anymore. I'm just going to call them directly. So, something like that. Someone is also, they are working on overcoming their shyness or their insecurities. It looks like someone has been very shy, and they're coming out of their shell, coming out the closet, coming out of somewhere, out of hiding. But they're kind of slow when it comes to coming out. They're cautious. And I feel like someone's been peeking or observing something in regards to the Tower. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, with the universe maybe intervening and changing your plans, it's like now you're being forced in a different direction. I feel like someone was grieving about the past, and then suddenly they decided to let the past go or move on from something that happened in the past, even if the tower, is there was came and interrupted you, or like spirit or outside forces, came and disrupted whatever path that you on. And now you're like, okay, I've got to keep going, or I've got to come up with a new plan. Like, I feel like just because something ended or stopped you in your tracks, doesn't mean that you're not meant to go in, doesn't mean that you aren't supposed to have what you were going towards. It just means that the plans are changing or something. And I also feel like maybe there's some sort of plans in changes coming to your home as well. For some of you, maybe you're going to start working from home. Something significant could be happening February 1st, which is Saturday. Let me look at the wheel. So I feel like, again, someone is being observed. I feel like someone was trying to keep their distance. I'm also feeling like someone did not have the courage to do something, to either say something to someone or to pursue dreams. So I don't know if you were trying to pursue your dreams, or if there's something that you wanted to say to someone, or if this is their energy coming towards you. But I feel that someone is overcoming their shyness, like I said earlier. Something may also kind of bring you together, like something is destined to happen, something is meant to happen. I feel like I'm just looking at how spirit is kind of intervening and kind of bringing two people together, or making it so that two people are in a position where they have to communicate or they have to say something. And then this person is just like holding up their cup like, here, okay, this is how I feel. And maybe it just took like a surge of confidence for this person to kind of put it out there. So yeah, someone is making their offer, even though they're very nervous about it. They're extending their heart. And I think they wanted it to go a certain way, or like, yeah, because I feel like I'm picking it up on the perspective of the person that is watching you or coming towards you. It looks like they were planning on approaching you a certain type of way, but they changed their mind, or because of outside forces, they're doing it in a different way. They're also, after something is revealed, there's also going to be a pause. I don't know why I feel like someone is making a wish in a whale. So I don't know if, like in the mall, there's like a penny whale or whatever. I feel like someone is throwing like a penny in a whale and making a wish. For some of you, it may be revealed to you that someone was a snake. Maybe you don't realize it until you've cut off communication. Like after you cut off communication with this person, you realize that their intentions were not the best. And I was just saying something about a snake. So we have it being clarified by the devil. Maybe you're realizing that someone could have been a Capricorn, or you're realizing that someone was, I wanted to say pretending. Maybe you're also realizing that you were in a situation where you were stuck, or that someone was feeding off of your energy. Maybe you're realizing that you had your own inner demons, or that you had some sort of bad habit that you needed to give up. Now, I also see this as some sort of obsessive behavior. Maybe you're realizing that you've been very obsessive. If it's not yourself, then you're realizing it about another person. There has been some sort of obsession. I also get that something is coming off as strong desire or temptation. Like someone is trying to give something up, but it's like whatever it is that you're trying to let go of, like you're being tested. Something is your weakness, and I feel like you're trying to starve yourself. You're like, if I could just starve myself of this, I'll get it out of my system. I'm not going to say that it doesn't work that way. I think it's just that that energy needs to be channeled in a different way. It's like asking, can addictions really be broken? And it's like, I don't know that addictions can be broken. Maybe the energy can be transferred, though. Find a way to transmute that energy. So some of you could have been trying to be celibate, but maybe you keep being tempted or put in a position where now you're really being tested. Maybe before you were alone, and when you're alone, you always feel like you're strong. You're like, I can do this, that, and the other. But the minute you are actually tempted with whatever it is, it could be a person or it could be something. But once that temptation is in your face, it's like, oh, can you continue to refrain from acting out? So for some of you, this is about trying to let go of some sort of habit. You may be trying to meditate. You're like, maybe I can meditate it away. This is making me think of cranes in the sky now. I try to pray it away. Oh my God, I love that song. But yeah, it's like you're trying to outrun it, outpray it, out something. And maybe you're coming to the realization that you can't. You're like, I can't seem to escape these thoughts or these feelings or this desire. But you're trying. I feel that either you need to confront whatever this desire is, or you need to find a different way to transmute it. It's something's going on with that. Unfortunately, for some of you, I feel like if you get involved with someone, it could be some sort of third-party situation. And then for others of you, it's not a third-party situation, but for whatever reason, someone is wanting to reconcile, but they don't want to. They're trying not to for some reason. I think it's because someone is attracted to their friend, or attracted. Maybe it's something taboo about the connection. Excuse me. So maybe it's like you liked your ex's brother or something like that. And it's like, man, they want to hang out with me, but I don't know if I should do that because I don't know what might go down. You know, it's like you can control the situation as long as you're in hermit mode, as long as you're alone. But like I said, that real test comes when you are out in dealing with temptation. So like an alcoholic is like, I'm healed. I'm not, I can go out, I can stay away from alcohol. But it's like the real test is when you go to the party, I guess, when there's social drinking, or, when you're just around alcohol, period. Like that's going to be like the real test. So I feel like maybe some of you are going to be confronted with that. So I just feel like kind of brace yourself for some sort of changes over the weekend. So, let me look at some energy cards for additional messages. So we have all tied up, walking away, strategy, angel of balance. See, there is something going on where I feel like you're trying to refrain or you're trying to hold out. It looks like this is like someone knowing that they're a vampire and in the same room with someone and they haven't eaten for days, someone that they care about, and they're like, damn it, they're a human. Their friend is a human. It's just like, oh my God, you need to like tie me up to put handcuffs on me and don't let me loose, because if I get loose, I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna drain your energy. So whatever the case, I feel like someone is trying to refrain from doing something. I feel like you guys have also been overwhelmed with some sort of thoughts or ideas. It's like you're feeling stuck, and it looks like you are trying to run away, or it looks like you're trying to escape. And you're trying to strategize. You're like, I need to strategize. I need to think of a new plan, a new exit plan, or a new escape. It's something that I feel like you're trying to escape from. And so maybe you're praying for, for an answer or for some sort of clarity. I do feel like angels are with you, and you are going to find that balance, because something may be imbalanced. Like maybe you just feel out of control when you are around a certain person, or when you're in certain situations, you just kind of feel out of control. But I feel like you're going to be like, balance is going to be restored. I really feel like the same messages are kind of coming through. Like there's something going on that you're trying to escape. You're trying not to think about someone. You're trying to avoid conversation, communication. You're trying to run away from temptation. So there may be something that you're going to be faced with that's tempting you over the weekend, and just asking for balance. I feel like patience is needed too to figure some things out. You also may start to do some sort of studying or researching about your situation. There's also something in regards to either your dream journal or your everyday journal. I feel like the key is in there. So whatever it is that you've been keeping a log of, like you might need to check into that, because I feel like maybe the answers are already documented for you. And then speaking of some sort of log, and I'm looking at this key, and someone being locked out. I feel like someone is trying not to look at someone's private life or their messages. So let's just say, for instance, if you're in a relationship and you always keep spying or checking on your significant other, looking through their phone, maybe you know their code and you're like, let me just check their phone. I feel like you're like, no, don't do it. Try to trust them, and you're trying your best, but you know you have some sort of obsession to do that. So I feel like something's going on where you're trying to control your obsessions. All right, so those are the messages. I hope it makes sense. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.